Hello everyone, and thank you so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My name is Ben, and today we're going to start off a new series, a new type of video, if you will, on our channel today, where I'm going to be sitting down and talking about what's going on in the real estate market. I took down a few notes to make sure that I don't miss anything that I want to make sure I go over with you guys. We're going to be talking about how to make sure that you can buy or sell a home during these times the safe way and obviously within the laws. I'm going to share with you guys personally what I've been going through these last 2 or 3 weeks ever since this started getting crazy. I'll also let you guys know some of the frequently asked questions that I've received from clients, from friends, family members. Being a real estate agent is fun during these times because everybody likes to ask me questions about the market, which I always love to hear. Then I'm going to walk you guys through exactly how to make sure that you can buy a home safely and within the law, and then walk you guys through the steps of selling a home safely within the laws. So one thing I want to share real quick for anybody that's currently buying or selling a home, this is the part you want to hear. There's a coronavirus addendum that came out that you probably already know about. In a very, very quick summary, it's pretty much a disclosure talking about what's going on with COVID-19 around the world. And there's 3 boxes that you can check on that form. One of them is extending the escrow for 30 or more days because of what's going on. The second box is for extending the close of escrow. And then the third box is an option for you to cancel in case the virus has affected you to the point where you can no longer transact. So if you know someone that's in the middle of a real estate transaction, make sure to let them know about that coronavirus addendum. What's crazy about this whole thing is that I wouldn't be able to share this video with you guys 2 weeks ago because when the governor originally shut down California and put the stay-at-home order, real estate was not considered an essential activity. So at that point, I wasn't able to go out and even show houses, not to even mention open houses. Pretty much, I wasn't able to leave the house. We were ordered to stay at home. We can still make calls, still continue business, but we would cease face-to-face contact. A few days ago, the National Association of Realtors made a breakthrough and proved that real estate was essential, and now they're letting us conduct business pretty much as usual, but of course being very cautious and still being very aware of the situation we're going through. And to be honest with you guys, to give you some of what I think about why real estate is essential, one part is that the housing market does have a big influence on the economy. Real estate transactions, believe it or not, create like a lot of jobs. We're talking about 20 to 40 jobs per transaction. You know, we have the realtor, we have the loan officer, we have underwriters, we have the inspectors, we have the appraiser, we have the people on the other side, which includes that agent as well. Anybody that works through the agent, in my case, Mo works through me. I have Julian working through me too. So there's a lot more in between that, but just to name a few, those are all the jobs that you're creating as a consumer when you purchase or sell real estate. So thank you for that. My personal experience with what's been going on is the moment that the order was placed for us to stay home, I didn't know what to do. I wasn't even making calls anymore for 3 or 4 days. So I was pretty much shut down, closed for business for 3 or 4 days. And then I had a good coaching call with my coach again. And that pretty much brought me back on my feet. I started making calls again, no face-to-face appointments. I was doing my best to get like virtual tours, 3D tours, video walkthroughs for my clients of homes that they were interested in. Although a lot of them did end up telling me that they weren't buying or selling anymore, like maybe a good 50 or 60%. But now in the last couple of weeks, maybe the last 10 days or so, I've personally seen a drastic change on what's going on. You know, people are still seeing houses, people are still selling houses. And that leads me to the next thing I want to talk about, which is the market right now. Right now, people are still buying and selling homes. People are still viewing property since it's legal now. No more open houses, but everything else is still pretty much flowing the same. Unfortunately, some people did get laid off of their job. Some people even without pay. There's still a lot of people working out there. And shout out to you guys because you guys are helping us drive the economy so we don't go completely shut down and go through something worse than this. But since a lot of people are still working, the show must go on, if you will. Something that I said in the weekly vlog. And when stuff like this happens, there's always opportunity out there. So lately I have been working with a lot of people buying and selling homes. The biggest difference that I'm seeing is just the precaution that both I and my clients are using when we initially meet. We're not shaking hands saying, hey, nice to meet you anymore. We're both like, hey, like, hello. Like, it's funny, really kind of like you don't want to be rude, but at the same time, we really can't be shaking hands and we have to follow what we've been being told to do. So that's pretty much been the biggest difference is no contact, like literally not even shaking hands with gloves on, having sanitation wipes on me, and really not touching anything around the house other than opening up the lockbox so I can get access to the key and then putting the key in the door so we can get in. Now let me quickly walk you guys through how you would buy a home during this crisis. Like I mentioned, it's pretty much completely the same on the buying side side regarding you purchasing a house, all you have to do is make sure that you either A, wash your hands before and after entering every home you're gonna go see. Some people say hand sanitizer works, some people say it doesn't. I'd go based off of whatever you believe in. If possible though, which is B, use latex gloves, and you definitely can't go wrong with those. Another thing too is just like in general what you're supposed to be doing, you're not supposed to be coughing outside of your elbow or whatever this is in your arm or on your hand inside your shirt. I'm not sure if you're supposed to be doing that, but as long as you're not coughing out into the air and leaving your germs everywhere, and then just be very aware of not trying to touch everything, because not only can you be infecting everything, but you can also be putting yourself at risk of getting infected. The thing is that in order for us to make sure we're taking this serious, you gotta pretend like you already have the virus. So you don't want to infect anybody, and you don't want anybody to infect you. So on the buying side, that's pretty much it. On the selling side, that's where things get trickier, because you're letting people into your house, which means that you're liable for whatever's going on. On the selling side, what I'm seeing a lot of people do is either A, only showing to serious buyers. I'm talking about you have to send your pre-approval to go see this house, or you have to actually make an offer subject to interior inspection, meaning that you have to make the offer before you see the house, and once you go see it, then that's when you can make a decision if you want to move forward or not. So that's one thing that the more, I guess you could say, paranoid or people who are taking this super serious, like they don't want to be showing their house to everybody, which I wouldn't either, to be honest. That's the way I would go. And then a lot of other people are just pretty much letting business go as usual, obviously taking the precautions necessary, like I said, with the hand sanitizer and the latex gloves and not coughing everywhere, and letting people still see their house freely. So just depending on your certain situation, you can pick either option when it comes to getting your home sold. One thing that I'm doing with my sellers right now too is sanitation station in the front of the house, which includes latex gloves, sanitation wipes. I haven't been able to get face masks, but I'd love to be able to provide some face masks even though there's none. And then also people say that those don't work too. There's a lot of opinions going around with this going on. So just to wrap things up, you just pretty much got to make sure you're taking this super serious, taking all precautions. I think the best advice I can give during these times is pretend like you already have the virus, so you're being super cautious, and pretend like everyone has the virus, so you don't want to touch anybody or become infected. Basically, things are still going as usual. It's just that now we're all germaphobes, and we should be, because right now we are literally going through an invisible war. Wishing all you guys and your families health during these times. Let me know if you guys have any questions about anything that's going on in the real estate market today. You can leave a comment down below, or you can follow us on Instagram right here or right here. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put it. And you can send us a direct message through there, comment on our pictures, any way of getting in contact with us. Thank you guys for checking out today's video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.